Is Joe Biden about to get himself impeached? Maybe so. Kevin McCarthy, who has clowns to the left of him and jokers to the right, is stuck in the middle of a dilemma. How can he do more far-right stuff so he can keep the Freedom Caucus off his back without going full loco? The answer lies in a newfound willingness to impeach Joe Biden. Yeah, that'll make Lauren Boebert stop calling him every 10 minutes. But what are we going to impeach Joe Biden for? Well, his dogs keep biting people, according to a recently released report from the Secret Service. But Joe Biden didn't bite anybody personally, so we can't get him on that. But there is this Hunter Biden thing. Now, Hunter Biden has definitely been a scumbag, and he did some crimes, and now he's trying to settle up. But his plea deal fell apart this week in a court hearing so dramatic that it's inspired the newest show from Dick Wolf, Law and Order, Presidential Relatives. But that's Hunter Biden doing crimes, not Joe Biden. So how do we get Joe Biden impeached? Well, if he helped Hunter Biden do scumbag stuff while he was vice president, that could work. And if he directed the Justice Department to ease up on his son, that would be bad too. But is there actual evidence of that stuff? Well, depends on who you ask. If you ask whoever Andy Biggs follows on Facebook, then yes, President Biden is doing this at the behest of the Kenyan president, who is in league with the Chinese to poison our drinking water to turn frogs gay. And if you ask Democrats, they'll go, "Look over there," and then run away. And if you ask Marjorie Taylor Greene, she'll whip out Hunter Biden's dick pics and make you look at him. God bless the poor baristas at her favorite coffee shop. We find ourselves in a weird position. Hoping Mitch McConnell is okay? He seemed to glitch out in front of reporters.
And a string of
Even though we disagree with Mitch on pretty much everything, we send our thoughts and prayers, although that won't do shit, so maybe we should send him, I don't know, a neurologist and a Christmas ham instead. If there is anything good about this very sad and unsettling story, it's this guy in the background. I mean, you can see his brain catch on fire in real time. Now, I want all of you to send us your best memes using this guy in the comments, and the winner is going to get some Fenix News merch from our store. Trump's lawyers met with Jack Smith, meaning that third indictment might be coming up fast. That means it's almost time for another indictment party. But you don't want to serve the same things you served at the last indictment party, so Chef Austin is here with a brand new menu.
Hi, and welcome to the Phoenix Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Austin, and it is third indictment time. We have all been on pins and needles, and it's time to revisit that old nugget. What you gonna eat? Don't worry, babies. I got you covered with the perfect thing. I present to you thrice baked sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, that's all the thrice there is. You bake the skins, you bake the insides, you mush it all up with a whole bunch of cheese and stuff, and you put it back in, you bake it again. It's amorphous, it's blobby, it's very orange, incredibly cheesy, and this will definitely be responsible for some obstruction. But what are you gonna drink with that? Well, maybe Boris Johnson over in London would have something to say about it, because it's all I had right now. So, Tanqueray gin. But how do we make that a bit more relevant? Why don't we try Tanqueray gin? Oh, spacey. And mostly orange. That's why we went with it. What do you think? Good call, right? Try it. You're gonna love it. Back to you in the studio, Andrea.
Ben Shapiro did his best Aussie impression and threw some Barbies on the Barbie. That's right, in a 43-minute meltdown, this extremely fragile little snowflake got his knickers so twisted over the new Barbie movie that he set some children's dolls on fire.
What the Run.
Ben, are you okay? This mega rant came after previously frothing at the mouth about Snow White and the Little Mermaid, both of which are targeted to little girls, not whatever Ben Shapiro is. Man, I wish I had a job where I got to rant about whatever I wanted to for minutes on end. Oh, wait, I already have that job. Yay! Whether it's M&M's, Mr. Potato Head, or Barbies, if you want the seal of approval from little baby Ben here, you better make sure that your imaginary characters are manly, heterosexual patriots supported by demure beta females that know their place. And if you're enraged that Ken had no real role in the movie except as Barbie's boyfriend, maybe you've forgotten about the last 100 years of film and television. Good news for us, but bad news for Ben's head remaining unexploded. Mattel has 45 upcoming movies in the works based on their toys. Did you know the dinosaur from Toy Story is a Black Lives Matter activist now? A whistleblower says that aliens definitely exist. While he didn't provide any of the details that were the only reason we watched a congressional hearing, in a previous interview he did drop one little nugget. He mentioned a football field-sized craft. See, this is where I think he's wrong, because whatever vehicle he's describing, it can only be of American design. I mean, we're the only beings in the entire universe who always measure things in football fields. Our Fenix Fundraiser for Financial Solvency is underway. We're close to 1/3 of the way to our goal, and we want to thank everyone who has donated so far. If you haven't had the chance yet, there are 3 ways you can help. Number 1, Ko-Fi. Number 2, Patreon. And number 3, by buying some merch. You can find links to all that in the description below. And thanks for your support. We love you! Twitter has a whole new look and a new name. I hope you were wearing your seatbelt when you logged on, because this rebrand is a wild ride. While analysts agree that it's wiped out billions of dollars of company value, it's a move that Musketeers, as Elon's fans are called, think is hella cool. For more on this, we turn to our chief Musketeer correspondent, Jen Haston.
Hi, Andrea! Ooh, I love your hair today. Let me touch it. Oh no, I can't. Is this segment going to air because I'm excited with ecstasy?
Too late, Jen. We're live on the air. And I thought you told me that you weren't going to take ecstasy for this segment.
This is primary research for X stuff. Also, I lied. But I do love you. You know, these tech leaders and politicians lie all the time. But it's okay. Can we just hug this one out?
We can't hug because you're in a remote location.
Oh, well. We'll laugh about this when X goes out of business. What should happen? Maybe tomorrow? I'm spinning around. Whee! And now I'm gonna spin. And I'm falling down. I fell down.
Our chief Musketeer correspondent, Jen Haston, everyone. Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town has been edited to take out some of the more inflammatory bits. They've been replaced by some other things you can try in a small town, like finding a hospital or a business that's open past 7 p.m. The BBC apologized for a reporter who asked Morocco's World Cup captain if any of her team members were gay, a question so unwoke, it's comatose. In case you don't know, being openly gay in Morocco is illegal. So basically what the reporter was asking was, hey, can you out your teammates to satisfy my off-topic curiosity while possibly getting them arrested in the process? The BBC has promised to punish the reporter by pouring a hot cup of Earl Grey on his head. For more British and American news, check out the latest episode of our podcast, A Very Special Relationship, where we get to know Nigel Farage and then immediately regret it. Links in the description below. When it comes to great escapes, the GOAT is actually a goat. This little cabrito named Willy the rodeo goat went missing from a livestock show and has remained on the lam ever since. The whole South Texas community of Raymondville, about 40 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border, as the goat flies, has shown its support in the search, offering up a staggering list of rewards for whoever finds him. While hopes are high for Willy's safe return, the facts are he's brown, so he's a goat of color, he's near the Mexico border, he's not carrying ID, and he's in Greg Abbott's Texas. It's not looking good for him. No, the IRS has ended its practice of showing up unannounced at delinquent payers' homes and businesses, so I will not be opening the door, you liar. That land shark had better get some new material. Amazon delivery. Oh yay, I better get that. And finally tonight, have you ever wished that you could win a contest where the prize is regret? Well, don't you worry, my little three-footed rabbit, because the mustard company French's has you covered. You can, right now and in real life, go to this website, fill in your personal info, and you'll be entered to win some French's mustard-flavored Skittles. Imagine the crunch of that candy coating in your mouth, filling with tangy yellow mustard flavor, mingling with the taste of the vomit rising in your throat. The only thing worse than giving your contact information to yet another megacorp would be if you accidentally won the prize. Good luck in whatever result you consider lucky. That wraps up this week's news report. If you're a fan, please consider donating at one of the links in the description. And if you're new here, hi! Good to see you, and we hope you'll subscribe.